Okay, live. Go. I'm just I feel on my phone. Errors or anything? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're good. Back left. Hear me? Wonderful. Okay. Cool. That's set. Okay. Cool. Let's just give it a second for. All right. So I have been looking forward to this. I almost don't want to look at the comments. I'm kind of thinking about like, okay, what could they possibly do here? Very intrigued. Team health over. All right, cool. So let's get into it. This is Sub-Zero Terror. Lost Utopia Films. Here we go. So excited. We're going to full screen this. Start. Borgo, that's cool. Aragon, that's sweet.
As monsters continue to ravage our world, we look to the past for answers to save our future. But what secrets does this bygone era hold? Hello, I'm Gene Maldonado, and together we'll venture into the frozen mysteries of the past. This is Living with Monsters.
All right, cool. I love this presentation. I love too that this is clearly in like the 60s. So they're, have it in color now as opposed to the black and white one. Really excited. I think they're going to embrace. If I remember correctly, the Living with Monsters, the one where it was yeah, same guy that made Shelter 54, same kind of universe, I believe. So this one here, Living with Monsters, I'm pretty sure this takes place in like the 50s, if I'm not mistaken. So they're kind of like progressing the story that way. So slow right now. I'm gonna have to pull Photoshop. Okay, should be good now. Anyways, let's do it. Sub-Zero Terror, here we go.
After the rise of the superfauna in the 1950s, the UNGCC began Operation Earthworm, a worldwide effort to study past mythologies and locate superfauna before they attack. These myths led to the discovery of several monsters. In Peru, the mountain
Oh, that's
Godzilla.
cool. His animation has gotten so good. It's so impressive.
The giant snake Nazuki.
Oh, that's great.
Finally, an underground microclimate in Canada led to the giant carnivore Gorosaurus.
That's sweet. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it reminds me of the dinosaur ride where there's that one set piece go past a dinosaur that's eating another one. Looks just like that.
Led to the giant carnivore Gorosaurus.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Of the many legends told, there was one event that was referenced across most ancient cultures. The awesome leviathans that once roamed the earth battled each other. In the aftermath, many were believed to be trapped in a state of suspended animation. It was believed to have happened on a stretch of land near the North Pole, named Rupes Nigra, Latin for Black Rock. For centuries, Arctic explorers debated the island's existence, as it's reportedly located in heavy fog and a magnetic dead zone. Additionally, the tribes of Greenland warned of a group called the Watuki. These monstrous snowmen were said to guard the island from outsiders. After the Kismet bomb was used to stop Godzilla in 1954, Irradiated particles from the aftermath were carried to the North Pole. As a result, there's been an alarming rise in melting icebergs. If the stories of frozen superfauna were to be believed, this island needed to be found, and soon. Scientists Dr. Quinn Darien and Dr. Carl Majors were selected to lead the expedition to
I love this, dude. This is like so cool.
Together,
oh my gosh.
Understand the superfauna, as well as create defensive strategies against them.
Such a love letter to like every aspect of the Godzilla franchise. And you know, not just to be like, oh, it's a member berry, I know what that is. This is the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla stuff. You know what I mean? Like I dig that it's so specific and so niche with references. Great stuff. Yeah, I'll turn up the volume just a tad. I just don't want it to overwhelm me. You know what I mean? Go to a couple decibels.
Terror swept through South America as a sinister new monster awakened.
Oh, it's wonderful.
UNGCC arrived quickly on site to test their new deterrent system.
Thanks to their efforts, Rodan was successfully redirected to a smaller island where they had also lured Godzilla.
Oh, that's great. The animation is just so good. It's so impressive.
The two were also instrumental in creating Mechanicon, which gave scientists the ability to study monsters closer than ever before.
That's cool. Them.
The perfect fighting machine is here.
Oh, it's so cool. Oh, I love that.
The armor plate protection of a battleship. Join the Mechanicon training
That is
academy today.
so awesome. I love whenever there's multiple. Oh, and then we got Daimajin. Oh, it's so awesome, dude. Good lord, this is just so impressive.
There were proponents of the guardian monster theory, the idea that some superfauna had a natural allegiance to humanity.
Since the arrival of Godzilla, we've traveled the world to understand these magnificent creatures. Some stories feature superfauna that would protect humanity in times of need.
One common example being a giant divine moth species. Unfortunately, all we've found are stories and the remains of a protector on Skull Island. But if the legends are true, Black Rock may have the answers we've been looking for.
I think the acting is perfect. I mean, it matches the vibe and the tone of what they're going for sure. I mean, you go back and look at like 60s, a lot of like 60s documentaries and whatnot. You get a lot of people act almost off and rigid, and it's just because they're not used to being on camera. And you think about in the 60s, like what video movie cameras, you know, they'd been around for only a couple decades at that point. I mean, what, it was 1896 we saw the first kind of like, that was when they started getting like short films and stuff with George. Maybe not almost a century, but still, you know, like a lot of people would still be kind of weird. I mean, you look at even like the 90s and there's like interviews, people act kind of off. It's just how it is, you know, when it's set in the real world. And I think they did a great job of kind of imitating that feel. Very wooden and rigid, but it works.
1966. After weeks of searching, dozens of military personnel move forward into the unknown.
That was look, the breath. Oh, what a great detail. I love that. That Maguma, the giant walrus, right? Well, that's cool.
Hey, up here! sounds here seem familiar, but I can't place it. Do you recognize them?
Yes. Yes. This writing here. Look. It's Atlantean.
Incredible. We're thousands of miles from the ruins. Perhaps this is ancestral land. The graveyard?
Possibly. See those symbols there at the top? They represent the guardian monsters. This creature could very well be one of them.
Camp Seahawk was quickly established on the shore of the
And
island.
this is, I love this.
As the crew began venturing deeper, they found more questions than answers.
Oh, is that the
After a
Gotengo?
couple of weeks, creatures of all sizes were discovered in various states of suspended animation. Some even showed traces of radioactivity.
I thought it was another Godzilla, but this may be a different species entirely. Look. See how its skin has a reddish hue and a more pronounced dorsal structure? This is something else. Could even be a female.
Upon receiving news of a second Godzilla,
That's almost
which
like a...
experts have named
Oh, Gigantus? That's funny.
an
I love
additional
that.
team was assembled to assist.
That's so cool.
What they found, however, was unexpected. Camp Seahawk had
Yeah,
been destroyed.
no, I was gonna say it did remind me of like the Godzilla stores from totally, but yeah, I love that it's a Gigantus. That's what they name it. Wonderful.
Few bodies were recovered. The only clues were the footprints of a creature estimated to be around 100 feet tall.
Was this that
Also
snowman?
discovered was a damaged film camera.
Yep. Oh, that's so cool. It's all. I wonder if. I know that I'm sure not everything needs to be a reference, but part of me wonders if this is a reference to Half Human. That I don't know. If we're gonna be that specific, I feel like it's almost intentional. So cool.
Although chances for survivors were low, many remained hopeful, and a rescue operation was deemed necessary. Following the footprints, an incredible sight was discovered. A community of abominable snowmen conducting a ritual to a strange rock formation. These creatures were believed to be the Watuki.
The world building is just so wonderful, honestly. I really, really love how it blends all the different Gamera, there's Daimajin, there's Godzilla, of course. I'm sure that we're probably gonna get some Ultraman stuff, but it's just I love how it's just a mix of everything. It just feels like a bunch of toys just being thrown into like just a bin, and then this is just the story. It's so neat, such a treat for hardcore fans because it's like, oh, there's that. But then you get stuff like this where it's more like human level, but it's still interesting.
Upon further surveillance, human prisoners were spotted entering the cave with the Watuki. The rescue strategy was to attack near the shrine, leading the Watuki out so a secondary team could enter the cave and recover survivors. In a matter of days,
I mean, I really think that this isn't even analog horror at a certain point. Like this is just a movie. Like I think that it's almost ascended beyond analog horror because analog horror now has just kind of been like text on the screen and then like ooh scary distorted image. That's what it's sort of like degressed into, and I think this is like just a league of its own. It's just a short film at this rate, you know.
a modest military force from Greenland had assembled on the island.
I love just how it's like an army of Kongs like that. It's so neat.
The Battle of Black Rock could begin.
And oh my word. Saving Private Ryan. Oh my. This is so cool. Ah, it's awesome. The cannon arm kind of reminds me of King Joe from Ultraman. With how that one kind of... there's like a variation. I have like a figure of it where it's got just a cannon arm. Ah, so cool.
As the military battled the Watuki, the secondary team had successfully infiltrated their mountain lair. Inside, Quinn Darien and other members of the team were discovered in a makeshift prison. Carl Majors was never found.
It's going to be okay, Dr. Darien. We're copying the load, and we'll be en route to extraction.
Oh yeah, they probably shouldn't have done what they just did. They were totally like worshipping something for a reason. Are we going into Gamera? Is this kind of... yeah. We're getting Barugan. That's cool. Right? Is this Barugan? Yeah, it is Barugan. Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't even put two and two together until, like, the freeze breath, and I'm like, oh, that's why everything's frozen.
Air transport is gone. Returning to base.
While the rescue team successfully made it to shore, the monster the Watuki called Barugan was right behind them. With their forces trapped, there was little hope for survival.
Oh, it's so nuts.
It was Quinn Darien who suggested one last radical idea.
Oh, you can watch this too, Murph. Hey. Oh, so they're gonna use the signal to get him out of there. Or, oh no, they're summoning Godzilla? Rodan? Lift the mic. Oh, it's Gamera. Oh, that's so cool. Don't eat the mic. I love that design too. Oh, that rocks. Again, I like totally forgot the whole thing with the first Gamera movie being mainly in the Arctic, you know, like at the beginning and then at the end. I completely forgot about that angle.
Tell them to call off attacking it. It's on our side.
Forget it. The boats are ready. We'll leave it.
And this just makes me want an original Japanese Gamera movie again. It'd be so cool to get another Gamera movie. Oh. And that design specifically, it reminds me of the one from Gamera 3, the Nightmare Gamera, or maybe like even Gamera the Brave right at the beginning. Oh, it's wonderful.
Giant has an explosive. Do not engage. I repeat, do not engage.
The amount of work that went into this is just so impressive. I mean, it almost seems inevitable that we're going to be getting a Gamera versus Godzilla episode, I'm sure, in this season, right?
Everyone, hang on to something!
It elevates the material from the 60s like tenfold. It's
As
so cool.
forces retreated, Baragon revealed one last ability that witnesses could only describe as a rainbow of death. Despite the colorful nature of the name, this horrifying attack left the island shore decimated.
We don't need Gamera in the Monsterverse. Get Gamera his own thing. It's all good.
Baragon, now designated as Subject 13, escaped to the valleys of Iceland. Thankfully, most of the discovered species remained in their frozen state.
That Batra?
One megafauna awoke and escaped into the sea during battle. Its current location is unknown. In the aftermath, the Watuki forces seemed all but destroyed. Over 100 lives were lost.
That reminds me of like the Pompeii. People like frozen in ash.
Today, Dr. Quinn Darien is being treated for radiation poisoning and for what doctors believe is a temporary schizophrenic episode. What happened to Dr. Majors remains a mystery. The monster that experts now call Gamera has since become protective of Blackrock, leading to an ongoing conflict as military forces attempt to access the home of the Watuki. Due to Gamera's behavior and mythical status, he's been designated to the Guardian class as Subject G. The confirmed existence of a benevolent monster has entranced the science community as various parties search the world for more protectors. The collected artifacts of the
We're getting
island
Mothra for
continue to be
sure.
studied. As fantastical as some stories may seem,
Looks like some
they're being
Gaios,
taken with the
Ghidorah.
utmost seriousness. None of this work would be possible without the bravery of the scientists and military personnel that venture into the unknown with hope for a better world. That will conclude today's episode. This is Gene Maldonado, inviting you to be with us again soon for another look at living with monsters.
Ah, that rocks. I love that. Oh, there's still a lot more. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's like a post-credit, it looks. I have a fan theory, by the way, about Carl Majors. We'll go over that after this. The goat. Yeah, no, I'm waiting past the credits. I kind of skimmed over it a little bit. Because I know it's going to be her because they mentioned that she had like a schizophrenic episode.
You rolling? Okay, good. Miss Darien, can you recount anything about your time trapped on the island?
I can try.
Before she reveals anything, I'm just going to say that I think Carl Majors, this is my little fan theory, before we get to this. Because in case this is like teased here, I would just want to claim that I thought of it for a second. So I think it's about here. This guy. I think he's going to be Ultraman. I think he was killed, and then they're doing the whole thing where then like Ultraman like is possessing his body or whatever, and then this dude comes back as Ultraman. That's what I think happened. That's my prediction. That's why he was missing and they couldn't find the body. That's going to play into it. I'm just saying. Okay, here we go.
Trapped on the island.
I can try. They led us into a dark cave. Into a room of light. It's hard to explain.
Unless they
Majors was the first to mention having a migraine.
unless they show him dying here, but
I tried my best to help, but that night he was in agony. Soon others had symptoms. The Watuki watched us closely, speaking in a language I had never heard. I couldn't help but feel we were part of an experiment.
no, Zone Fighter wouldn't work. I don't think you've not really. I think Ultraman is more logical because with most Ultramen, it's the protagonist dies and then Ultraman takes over the body. Zone Fighter, it's just aliens disguising themselves as humans, and then they, that's kind of the gist of Zone Fighter. So not really. I think Ultraman is closer.
Then one morning, there was only a few of us.
And they mentioned this is light. So Ultraman comes from the planet of light. I'm saying. Could be
I am
Ultraman stuff.
Haunted by the thoughts of what happened to Majors. I can't shake this feeling that we upset a natural balance. Only the monsters can protect us now.
I mean, like with my luck, they're going to be showing his body here. Yeah, like I'm 90% sure that's him. So we're getting aliens, I'm sure. This has got to be extraterrestrial.
It's not an island. It's a ship.
Yeah, cool. Cool. I like that. Project Monster. Good lord. Good lord. I love this series so much. With every fiber of my being. I'm going to just kind of check out the comments here. So someone said, yeah, I noticed someone in chat said that Kamacuras was frozen in ice. I think that was about here. I wanted to kind of check that out and kind of like look for references. Closer to maybe here. Maybe it was here when they were like looking at everything. Because that I feel like is supposed to be Maguma, the giant walrus. I'm wondering where I'm missing Kamacuras. Can I just... Oh, I kind of can.
Camp Seahawk was quickly established. Crew began discovered in
Oh, yeah.
states.
I think... Is that Kamacuras or is that the Meganulon from Rodan? Because those are about human size. Though I don't think they had antennas. Maybe they did. But, yeah, no. Either way. Dude, this project is so cool. I love it so much. You guys got to go support this channel. I am subscribed. I am locked in. It's been wonderful following this and kind of seeing the progress. Going from this just Godzilla, the Series 3D cinematic, to Breakdown was awesome. To the Griffin, though, was what really kind of got my attention. Living with Monsters, Shelter 54, Super Fauna Safari, and then Sub-Zero Terror. I am thinking I'm going to do a compilation of all my reactions to this over time, to where like I talk about this one, this one, kind of put out like a big super cut. That might be kind of neat. So yeah, go and support Lost Utopia Films. Just a quick little channel update before I end things here. I should have... So my reaction video to Godzilla Just Pray probably going to be out sometime this month. It's members only at the minute, but I'm going to drop it whenever I can. I'm going to New Zealand on Saturday, flying out there, so that's going to be a lot of fun. The Shire, just going to be vacation. So, anyways, we'll see what happens. I'm trying to kind of backlog some videos so I don't have to think about YouTube while I'm there. There's a very good chance that that's just one of those backlog ones, just in case I don't headline. So, anyways, that's about it for now. I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in. Just a quick little here. Hope y'all had a great little, great Monday. Stay warm here in the Midwest. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Peace out.